Hello. Today I'm going to reflect on the year that I've had in 2025 and tell you what I'm planning for 2026. I'm going to start with some stats. In 2025, I posted 196 videos, which I actually think is a lot. That consisted of 179 shorts and 17 long form videos. I essentially posted a short form every other day in 2025. I think that's really good. I would love to get closer to once a day, but overall, yes, I'm happy with 179 shorts, 17 long form. Ugh, long form. I would love to get that to 24. I would love to be posting every 2 weeks, but something I've really struggled with in 2025 is time management and prioritization of like, how much time do I spend on all of the different things that I'm doing? If you don't know, I do own a business and I've owned that for going on 12 years now. And while I have employees running the bulk of the company now, I would say I still on a slow week put in 15 to 20 hours to that company, and on a busy week like 40 to 60. I am a live streamer on TikTok. I have long form here on YouTube, and then I do shorts on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And then this year I'm definitely gonna be adding a fourth platform, which is Facebook. I don't know, I'm gonna tell you, I kind of thought Facebook was dead. Sorry, Facebook. But after listening to some trends and forecasts and podcasts and all of that, I realized it isn't, and I need to be on Facebook. So in just a few days here, I'm gonna launch a Facebook page. But yeah, even just those three things, live streaming, long form, and short form, trying to balance between those three is difficult. And for all of the long form videos, the bulk of those long form videos are making something. So I also have to make those projects, which can take anywhere from 2 to, I don't know, 100 hours depending on the project, maybe even more. So all of those things, and then trying to prioritize my relationship and my family. We have 4 dogs. We have 3 of our own, and then we always pretty much are fostering a 4th dog, and friendships and all of, the other things in life. It's impossible to prioritize everything all at once. So I'm trying to find that perfect balance. Back to stats. This year, I cosplayed 32 characters. I made 7 full costumes, 3 dog wedding outfits, which I still haven't really posted about. So you're gonna see those full builds in 2026, plus the dog dress form that I made, which sounds like an easy task, but let me tell you, it wasn't. Literally, that thing was the death of me. That alone took, I think, 2 months out of the year. So that was crazy. I also made 2 dog costumes and countless props and costume pieces and repairing pieces for both my party character company and my own cosplays. So those I'm not even counting because I can't keep track of how many of those projects I did. Views for long form were not good. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm not proud of my views. That is true, but I am proud of myself. So don't think that when I say I'm not proud of my views, I'm not being completely self-deprecating, because I am aware that I have very little control over what the algorithm does. I have control over my content, and I'm working to control the factors that I can. I discovered this thing on YouTube today, which I think is very cool. It's an AI tool. It looks like this little star called Ask Studio. So let me ask it. What are my average views per long form video? Surprisingly higher than I thought. It's 2,190. And I was really shocked today when this tool told me what my best long form video was, which is this one that I posted January 1st of 2025. Do I think this was anywhere near one of my strongest videos? No, I think it was one of my weakest videos by a lot. So it's really interesting that that got the most views. I expected it to be when I made the Rumi costume because that was a trending topic. My best video in terms of views is definitely still how I made the Jack Skellington animatronic, which at the time of me filming this video has 23,058 views. So I would love to get to the point where that's more of an average in 2026. Wouldn't that be great? But let me ask Studio here what my average views are for short form. Okay, my average views per short are 51,133, which I actually think is really cool. I think that's a lot. And there have been a few viral videos that have really dragged up that average. Yeah, I'm really proud of that. My total short views are 9,152,847, and my total long form views 37,262. I kind of lost motivation, I would say, around summertime, just seeing like consistently 300, 400, 500 views per video. And I decided around August to make a very big switch and shift to post once per day a short form video. I started feeling this freedom to be creative where like I could try out a format, I could try out a concept, I could try out just like little things, and there wasn't such like a pressure like, oh, this has to, like, I'm gonna spend a month making this video, so I really hope it does well. I would spend an hour making a video, or, you know, sometimes even 10 hours making a short video, but it's still way, way less time than I was spending on my long form videos. And so I kind of fell in love with that. And I don't know how long that love's gonna last, because I also had times this year where I really struggled with my mental health, because I'd have stretches of weeks where all of my videos were just sucking and having terrible views. And for a while, I really took that to heart. I'm really trying to make a shift towards a healthier mindset. I've started thinking of short form like gambling. When you are on a slot machine, every time you spin, you don't expect every spin to hit the jackpot, and you don't make very much money on each spin usually. You're just kind of breaking even until you hit that jackpot, or until you get a bonus level that actually pays you out. And so once I started thinking of it like that, I also felt some pressure come off of like it's not gonna last, and you're gonna go back to normal views and just wait for that next high, which is exactly what happened. But yeah, it was really special and really exciting, and I got to do it with some of my really good friends. And that has been another amazing part of 2025, which is that I feel really grateful to have people to do this with. So that has been really unexpected and a ton of fun. I also started to realize as I posted more short form videos, like what made a good short form versus a long form. Earlier in the year of 2025, I posted some videos, and now I would not make any of those videos a long form, but I was doing it, so I wanted to make content, and I was really not understanding how short form was fitting into my overall social media strategy, so I made them into long form. They underperformed. And now I feel like it's so predictable that they would underperform, but if I were to do those same projects today, I would make them into short form, and I think they would do a lot better. I think my favorite thing that I made this year was remaking my Winifred cosplay. I feel like the amount of time it took me versus the insane glow up that I had in that character was so worth it, and it was really fun. I had a good time making that one. I also really enjoyed making Broomy, and this is where I think it's interesting that like I do kind of correlate how much I enjoyed the project to how well the videos did, because we all know the K-pop Demon Hunters like blew up this year, and that's when I just really understood that trending content mattered so much. Like K-pop Demon Hunters is trending right now. I made a whole bunch of videos that were related to making Rumi's costume, making the Derpy Tiger costume for my French Bulldog. I made a comedy video about wanting to make the Derpy Tiger, and most of that content did super, super well, and that is, I think, that moment when I started to fall in love with short form. So yeah, I hate to like equivocate how much I like the project with how well the videos did, but I'm realizing in this moment that I probably do. I'll do some soul searching on that one. When I look back here at my older videos from the year, I feel a little cringe. Like so many aspects of the video, like the maker techniques I was using my front camera to film everything. Ugh. Not using a good mic. Gosh, I just realized like how much I've had a glow up as a content creator this year. I look at this video quality versus this video quality. Seeing how much I grew in 2025 just makes me feel like, what will I do in 2026? All of the projects that I haven't even thought of yet, the ideas that haven't even come into my brain yet, I'm gonna make so many things, and like that is so cool, and that is why I started this career, to be able to make things and monetize that and just be as creative as I can be. So I use that word, monetize. Let's get into monetization. Monetization. I am not monetized on YouTube yet. When I make this video a year from now, I will be monetized. This is my declaration. I am putting this out into the universe. I shall be monetized. What's preventing me from being monetized is long form watch hours. Let's look at the numbers, shall we? So I didn't know this at first. I just thought I had to get to 1,000 subscribers. And once I got there, I was like, I've done it. No, it's only a piece of the puzzle. So I need 4,000 watch hours and I only have 1,740 within the last 365 days. And that video that had my best views, that was more than a year ago. So that has fallen off. So I am just like, every time I get watch hours, it's like more are falling off and I'm just not making any progress. I know that literally I just need one long form video to do well and I'll be there. So it will happen. It's gonna happen, mark my words. Or I need 10 million short form views within 90 days, which that's tough. I have 4 million. So I'm pretty far off. I'm not even halfway there on the watch hours of either of the metrics, but I'm gonna get there. So in terms of monetization, I am not making any money on YouTube. However, I have been linking to my Amazon storefront and using affiliate links in my YouTube descriptions as well as some of my short form videos. And I made somewhere in the ballpark of like $500 this year, which is not a lot, obviously, but it's something. And we are taking our small wins. The only way that I'm really making money on social media right now is through live streaming. I'm not going to disclose the exact number that I have made through live streaming, but it is great side hustle money. I'm very, very thankful to my Leisha's Things fam on TikTok Live. I love you all if you're watching this. I'm so grateful for the ways that you guys show me support. But I am taking a step back in live streaming this year. About a year ago, I was doing kind of what the algorithm wants you to do, which is 3 to 5 times a week, and I just was getting so burnt out. And then came January, I kind of took a break, let it just go down to like twice a week, and it killed my algorithm. All the like momentum that I had on live streaming just died. RIP. And I never got that momentum back, and I realized unless I can get back to at least 3, but more likely 4 times per week live streaming, 2 hours per live, and then add in another at least 1 to 2 hours of prep on top of that per day, I'm just not gonna hit the numbers that I need. So that is a big shift for 2026. I'm gonna aim to go live about once per week. I am not gonna worry about the algorithm. I'm not gonna worry about my numbers. I'm just gonna perform for my community, do it for joy in my heart. Once I'm in costume, I can make some short form content for YouTube and other platforms. So that is my plan. I still want it to be part of my overall social media strategy, but I just can't put the focus on it that the algorithm kind of requires for you to be successful there. So I'm hoping with taking some time away from live streaming, I can give that back to long form and find a better balance between the 3. But that's tough because that's the only place that I'm really monetizing right now. But such is life. I'm taking a bet on myself and on this platform that in time, if I give it the time and energy it deserves, that it will catch up. I will find my voice on long form, and a year from now, I really believe we'll be having a different conversation. From my mouth to the algorithm's ears. So, projects for 2026. I said in this video that I would take one of the comments and allow one of those characters to inspire one of my videos in 2026. So I definitely intend to keep that promise. I have already started a project, which I haven't posted at all about yet, which is I took this pro cosplay Glinda for Good costume and I decided to do smaller improvements that I think are really attainable for beginner or moderate level cosplayers to really amp up this costume, because there's so many cosplayers out there who own this costume because it's one of the only ones available for under $1,000 and it's not that good. So I want to show people ways that you can make it better for like 10 to 20 hours as opposed to like 100 hours custom beading the bodice. In September, I got married to the love of my life. I was so burnt out and I just like could not edit that content. It was like not bringing me joy at the moment. But I spent probably 4 or 5 months making the doggy dress form and making custom outfits for my 3 French bulldogs for our wedding. So I'm gonna start editing that content, I believe in January. So hopefully in the next few months, I will be sharing that process with all of you. And then I guess the last thing I'll share with you is this project that I've had in my heart for like a year and a half now. I really want to make Cat Peach and I want it to be the most luxe, adorable fur onesie that is just like so snuggly and warm and cute. I am very sensitive to fur, like cutting fur, like in my nasal passages. I feel horrible when I cut fur, like, oh, terrible. So that's part of what's preventing me from making it, because that's a lot of fur. And I don't want to make it out of non-fur. I want it to be out of just like beautiful light pink fur. And then I have dreams of like wearing Cat Peach to go go-karting and doing real life Mario Kart. These are just the cute ideas that I have. And I don't think this will be a popular video. You know, like when I think about like what's trending, it's not Cat Peach. So that's another reason I haven't like pulled the plug, but I would love to make her. And I don't know if it'll happen in 2026, but that's just a little part of me that I wanted to share with all of you now. You can't hold me to it because I really don't know if I'll do it, but wouldn't it be cute? Well, I feel like I spoke for a million years. If you got this far in the video, you're truly part of my community. Thank you. All in all, really grateful for 2025, really excited for 2026. I hope you are as well. And Happy New Year, even though I'm sure this video is being posted well after the new year. Here's to a great year. Bye! Bye!